Oh my gosh.
From the bunch, won the glass of
Welcome back to Birds in the Bucket season. 2 different channels, same people, same not same place. I guess different channel. I'm here, Rashad Milligan. If you're new to the channel, this is the Road 5K subs, and I'm here with my co-host Malik Brown. Malik, how you doing today, brother?
We back, man. Wow, bro.
it's been about 2 years, man.
Back, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah. Like I literally keep up with the Hawks every day, every game, just in case like I have to do the pod or like just in case I have to do something about the Hawks. Like I've had to write something about the Hawks or talk about them. So to be doing that for 2-3 years with nothing is I guess it's something. So yeah, man. I guess we'll get into it. Without further ado. All right, so I'm pulling up the roster and we'll go through it. Okay, so going into the offseason for the Hawks, this is the current roster according to ESPN.com. I guess Malik, just what's the first thing that stands out to you about the current roster?
Shoot, honestly, a lot of young guys. I mean, of course, still a lot of young guys. And I guess the first question for me is like, who all comes back? Because I mean, I know it's a few free agents on this list as well. So, I mean, of course, you already know you got the core five. But then you got players like Larry Nance. Are they going to resign Larry? Are they going to resign Garrison? Are they going to resign Karras? Those are really like the three guys. I forgot about Barlow. No, Barlow signed the deal already. So yeah, those three honestly. Between Karras, Larry, and Garrison, like what are you gonna do with them?
Yeah, no, 100%. The thing I'm looking at, when they have if you keep, this kind of jumping ahead, but if you keep the 2 draft picks that you have right now, I believe it's 13 and 22, or 13 and 23. If you keep those 2 picks, then I think I go with a big at 13, and then I go with a point guard at 23. Those are the 2 kind of most glaring issues to me on the roster at the moment. A lot of people are saying wing, but I'm like, how many wings you gonna keep drafting? Like I don't know if wing is always the answer. I feel like that's like the default around the NBA of like when you don't know who to draft, take a wing, and it's like the Hawks have had so many wings throughout the years who haven't worked. It looks like Ricochet might work as the number 1 pick. It's all these things that I'm looking at. So I say go with the need, and I feel like the need is with front court depth, specifically at the center position, and then once again backup point guard. There's still no backup point guard for Trey. Uh, you know, they're kind of being patient with Kobe Buffkin as of right now. But we don't know what the future holds because they don't even have a general manager yet. So um I guess yeah. So you're talking about the young guys, and you don't know who's going to come back if you're bringing back Levert, if you're bringing back Larry Nance. Those are definitely the 2 guys that you're kind of looking at because it's kind of a foregone conclusion with them sending Clint Capella home that he's gone. So now, like I said, you only have 1 center on the roster. With Onyeka, people already complain about his height, and now
Right.
it's like, okay, what do you do? Do you reach for a guy? Are you looking at a guy like what's the kid's name from Kentucky?
Clayton.
Mufasa? Not Mufasa. That's not his last name. Let me respect him. Hold on, NBA draft. I'm gonna go to NBADraft.net. And I
I'm
know a
not
lot of
good on
people don't like their
I'm
draft.
only looking at a few people.
Let me hold on, pull it up. 2025 mock draft from NBA. I'm only going draft.net because they have they just have the names automatically there. When you go to other sites, you got to go through the paragraphs explaining the picks and stuff. I just want to see the names of available people right now. So yeah. I'm looking at Asa Newell first. I know some people don't like him. Some people do not like him outside of Georgia. A lot of people in Georgia, they're like kind of fans of his game and stuff like that. What's this dude's name? I'm looking for him. He's not on where he's projected in other drafts. On this mock draft, He's not even up here. Where is he at? You know who I'm talking about? Oh yeah. You were. But this kid is he's like 7 foot. Like he just did the clutch tryout today. Hold on, let me go to Twitter. He did the clutch tryout today.
Oh, I know you.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about? The 7 foot kid.
I remember they was talking about him. Let me see if I could not walk.
Him. Yeah. I'm Maluach. Yeah.
I thought he played for Kentucky. I thought did he play for?
He played for Duke. He played for Duke. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's me off. Okay,
yeah. 7'2". Yeah. This kid right here. So
yeah, I've heard people like him. Yeah.
So he might go. Hold on, top 10. But if he's available, you say at 13, I'm taking him. But I think he's probably gonna go in the top 10 though. But if he's available at 13, you take him. Oh, there he is right here. In this mock draft and NBA draft.net, they got him 17. They got Derek Queen following all the way to 18. I highly doubt he falls to 18. He'll probably be a top 8 pick as well.
Is that accurate height? He actually 7'2"?
Yeah, 7'2", yeah.
Legit 7 footer, yeah.
He's
7'2". Yeah. Hawks, boy. Every time enough against like a big center or it was getting out rebounded in the game, the face was literally crying about this not being 7 foot. But they dominate or have a good game and like the whole narrative would change. I have no problem. Like I think where he in size, he makes up for his shooting, for his ability to be like play like defend like 1 through 5 or whatever. Like because a lot of centers can't do that. So I think it would be good if they drafted a center. But I wouldn't mind if they actually tried to go out and get somebody free agency, like a lot of people talk about Steven Adams or Luke Cornett or one of those guys. But I've actually watched a little bit of Hansen, and he's good. He's good. I watched a little bit of Thomas. So I sorry if I mispronounced his last name, but I've looked at those guys as far as like potential center options. But I think if you're I think you draft a center and you sign one, just to be on the safe side. And I know you talked about like not a wing, but I would wing like I would go wing. But I feel like it also depends on what you're doing, like with the rest of the roster. So as far as like, if you are gonna re-sign Harris, I would lean towards maybe getting a guard, like most likely getting a guard in the draft, because you kind of already got a wing on the bench with Harris. But if you, I don't know, I honestly don't know what option you go to if you don't re-sign Harris, but you kind of need this like do what Harris did, like come off the bench, score, get buckets, defend, stuff like that. I don't know what the second option is if you don't resign Harris. That's a big what if for me for the Hawks. But if they do go away from that, then it's like, yeah, I think you might need another wing depending on what you draft, if you get a point guard or whatnot. So I think, but I definitely think the three major needs are center, backup guard, and wings. You never. I mean, they always say like you can never have too many wings, but I feel like the Hawks have kind of hit on the wing as far as last year with Dyson and Zach and getting Harris. Like they were, and when Bray played good last year, like that was a solid wing rotation, I think.
Yeah, no, 100%. Right now, Malik, you're cutting up a little bit. Like I hear like the main thing you're saying, but you are cutting up a little bit. I just wanted to let you know, give you a heads up.
Is it bad? Because if it's bad,
it's like let me think. It's like Karras is important. That's the most important. Like it goes like that.
I'll go to my phone.
Okay,
I'll be right back.
Okay, all right. Cool. All right, Malik said he'll be right back. Um, yeah. So Malik was essentially saying, if you guys probably made out what he said because I did, but he was just saying that he would go wing here at 13, depending on what you want to do with Karis LeVert. Re-signing Karis LeVert is kind of his top priority because you don't have any more kind of backup wing options. When Ricochet is on the bench, who is that option? Who is the option for the second unit in general scoring the ball? Because he was that guy. Like, no more Bogey, no more DeAndre Hunter, no more Cam Reddish. Who is that wing scoring for you at a consistent rate and kind of dependable rate? And that would be Karis LeVert. He provided that for them in the second half of the season trade deadline. So, I think LeVert definitely should be a priority for the Hawks this offseason. Like we said, we don't know who the general manager is. So all of this, of course, is a big kind of what if, a big question mark. Like, example, if you go with Bob Myers or if you go with somebody else, it might be different because Bob Myers might want to construct the roster this way, and everybody's out except for Trey Ricochet and Jalen Johnson and maybe Onyeka. So we just don't know what exactly the direction is going to go. But say if the team wants to kind of stand in the same general direction, run it back with the main guys to key pieces, then this is kind of the direction to go. I think if you do re-sign Karras, and you're bringing back Karras because you had discussions with him going into the draft, I think you go center and then in point guard, backup point guard, and backup point guard positions. Like the example, I don't think the kid from Oklahoma is going to slide to 13. I know Trey will love that, and I think that would be a great pick to kind of keep Trey happy. Jeremiah Fears, because I know he was a big Jeremiah Fears fan. Just being at Oklahoma and stuff like that. Uh, but a lot of people always been saying Walter Clayton. I know our boy David. Shout out to David Deacon Sheely. He's been a huge proponent of Walter Clayton at the with that Lakers pick in the late first round, especially after his tournament run. Let me see who else. But yeah, those are the two main guys that I'm looking at right now. I haven't really dove into the draft class like I have with previous draft classes yet. This will be the first time that I paid attention to the draft in a couple years, to be honest. So it should be really interesting, man. Anything else you wanted to say, Malik? Because you, like I said, now you kind of have that clarity to speak. As Malik's getting set up still. Okay. Malik is still getting set up. He's still getting his things in order. Yeah. Those are definitely things I'm looking at. If you look at the roster and everything, I think Malik is back. Malik, are you back?
I'm back. Yeah, I couldn't hear.
Oh, okay. I was just pretty much asking you, yeah, like what were your thoughts on the draft still now that you're back and kind of like, people can kind of hear you without getting cut up.
All right, cool. Wait, am I good? Am I cutting up now? Is it or
No,
is it
you're
straight?
good. You're good. It's going
Okay.
straight through now.
All right, cool. Yeah. So what I was saying, what I said was, all right. I said that the three major needs, of course, are like I think center, backup point guard, and like a wing. I was like, I feel like the saying is just like you can't have so many wings. Like there's just you can't have too many of them. So I mean, I feel like if they do sign Karras, um, if they do re-sign Karras, then I wouldn't mind them going for a backup guard in the draft. I just don't know who that backup guard is. Like I said, like for the centers, I've seen a few like names as far as I watched a little bit of Hanson Yang and Thomas Sobera. Like I said, I don't know if I'm sorry if I mispronounced his last name, but those two guys they both like have the skills that the Hawks really wanted. The center position is like kind of being that offensive hub, kind of being that guy that can pass at the top of the key and things like that. Rebound and make plays and stuff. So but also like I think they should also want to sign the center as well. Like so I wouldn't mind if they drafted a center and signed like a backup center. Like
like folks were talking about Steven Adams and Luke Cornett, like guys like that. I think those guys would be cool. So I'm cool with that. Now, when it comes to like the wings and stuff, if they don't re-sign Karras, I don't know what what option B or plan B is for them when it comes to getting a guy. Because Karras was good for the Hawks when he got traded here. Like he was the guy that kind of took the ball from Trey. Like when Trey didn't have the ball, Karras was making plays for the team and creating his own shot and stuff like that. I think that's what they need. If they don't re-sign Karras, I don't know who else is out there that they're gonna like try and get. So, and if that's the case, then I think you kind of gotta go like wing or something, like wing or like combo guard, something that can just kind of just relieve that pressure off of Trey. Because even though like Zach and Dyson showed growth in their first like years with the team, um, I expect them to have more of an offensive responsibility and kind of grow on that side of the ball. But I still kind of think they need somebody that's like a proven scorer, like in that kind of realm, how like Karras was and how Dre was when he was here. Like you just go get a bucket and you can trust him. I don't think Zach and Dyson are there yet. I'm not saying that they can't get there, but it's still, year two. So I don't know what the plan is for them if they don't resign Karras. So if that's the point, I think you got to get a score or something. So, but I still do think like the top three options are like center, backup guard, and a wing, honestly. Because they already got enough power forwards, in my opinion. They got Jalen and Mohamed Gay and Nat and Yang. And it's like you saw what Mo could do when Jalen went down, but it's like, how are you gonna fit in minutes for him? Like it's almost like they have a lot like it's a roster like crunch, honestly. Like I don't think you take Mohammed back to College Park. He's been there the past 2-3 years. Like I think he's done with College Park. I think he's shown that he could get quality minutes in the rotation, but I don't know where he gets those minutes.
Yeah. I think Mo Gay is definitely a solid backup. We were all high on him his first summer league, and this Pascal Siakam. He's not Pascal Siakam, but he is a decent. Who could get you? You know what I'm saying? A good enough kind of run and stuff like that. If we take a quick look at, you were talking about some of the free agent market. I think a perfect draft for the Hawks. But before I get into free agency, would be like, as of right now, the first episode of Birds and Buckets, a month out from the draft. I would say the perfect draft would be Khaman dropping to 13, and then you get Willie Clayton or one of those guards. They're right here. This draft has LeBaron Philon. I don't know who that is. From Alabama, the point guard from Alabama. And then you named a couple guys who are guards as well. So like maybe one of those guys. But I would take Willie Clayton at 22. And at 13, I would take Khaman if he falls. But every other mock draft has Khaman not going even past like 9. So I doubt he's still there at 13. But yeah, I see some of them have him going to the Pelicans at 7, which doesn't make sense because they just drafted Misi and he was one of the better rookies this season. So I don't think that the Pelicans are going to do that. If anything, the Pelicans need more depth at the guard position. DeJounte gets hurt, and now it's just Jose Alvarado running the show by himself and CJ running some point. And, CJ's obviously a shooter, so that doesn't make sense. Brooklyn, they can take anybody they can get. Toronto is pretty solid with Scotty Barnes and RJ. Outside of that, they have nothing. Like nothing.
They got Brandon too.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
They got BR too.
So at the 3 or 4 spot, they're pretty solid. 2 through 4, they're good. Because you can slide RJ back to the 2 and then put Brandon at the 3 and then Scotty at the 4.
Yeah.
So I mean, but outside of that, they have nothing. Houston, you guys already know what they have. It'll be interesting to see what they do this offseason with the Giannis thing. I think the Giannis thing is a mystery ball for about 3 or 4 teams. Houston being one of them. So if you do trade, baby Jokic for Giannis, then okay, now do you have a hole at center? If you trade Shingun, like if you trade Shingun and Steven Adams walks, now you're looking at they have a hole. So now this NBA Draft.net, which isn't the most accurate by far on the internet in 2025, they're not like what they used to be in their heyday. They have a center going to Houston. So these are just the things that you have to keep an eye on. I think other moves determine what's about to happen next month in the draft, and it's all kind of like a thing. So anyway, like I said, let's move on to free agents. You got Bron up here, James Harden. Well, player options for Bron and Harden. They're both probably opt in. Harden's got to get as much money as he can towards the back end of his career. Chris Middleton, player option, he'll probably opt in. He's got to get as much money as he can get at the end of his, or on the other half of his prime. Julius Randle, player option. He might be able to get some more. Oh no, well, he's 30 years old, so yeah, should probably keep
Well, he
that.
getting 29 right now. He got a player option. Minnesota probably resign him to an extension, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
Especially since they already in the conference finals.
and the way he's been playing, it's like he was
Yeah.
playing like a 30 mil guy, but I don't know. I think like with his age, 30 years old, he might have to stay at that 29. John Collins definitely opting in at 25. 25 is crazy for John Collins, bro. But Haas trying to keep that. They was trying to keep that team together.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hold on. Here's my
I'm about to refresh again.
Okay, all right, bet. I was checking my microphone, seeing if I was good. But you got John Collins here. I think John Collins is gonna opt in. Malik is joining again. Malik, are you good?
Yeah, I'm good now. Yeah.
John Collins at 25 million. I said, first of all, that's crazy. He got 25, but the Hawks had to, game together, whatever. But he's definitely opting in at this point of his career with Utah. Kind of being a productive player on a losing team. Team's not just gonna throw out $30 million at him. So that 25 is about as good as he gonna get. Brook Lopez, 24. I don't know how in the world Brook Lopez was getting 24 million.
Brook Lopez was getting 24. When did he sign that? Did he sign it after they won the championship?
Probably. But yeah, he's just unrestricted free agent, so he's out there. So do you look at Brook Lopez to replace Clint Capella?
I think it's an option. But if he was getting paid 24, I don't know if the Hawks are gonna give up. I don't think the Hawks are gonna give up a big contract like that.
No, he ain't gonna get no 24 and no 37.
Yeah, he's definitely not gonna get 20. He might get what, 15, 17?
Yeah, 14.
I think he's an option. I think he's a good option. I think Brook's a good option because he can shoot. I mean, he's kind of he hasn't been like the defender that he has been the past few years next to Giannis, but and I mean he won't be starting, so he should be pretty fresh coming off the bench. But I do like Brook as an option for sure.
Okay. So Brook Lopez, number one. All right, next, Clint Capella, he's walking. All right, so there's that. Bruce Brown, are you looking at Bruce Brown, unrestricted free agent?
Nope.
All right, Malcolm Brogdon.
Nice backup option.
Option.
Come back to the crib.
Exactly. Even though he got booed.
He did get booed.
Even though he got booed, and he
had that coming for him. though. He said something lame. I remember. I forgot what he said.
He said we didn't really care about the Hawks growing up.
Yeah, that's what he said.
The crazy thing is, he was not lying, but it's like, why would you say that during a playoff series?
Yeah.
But because people did not care about, like, I know folks, it's like, my peers now and stuff like that, we all adults, young adults. And they're like, man, it's crazy, bro. Like, I root for the Hawks. I be going to the games and stuff. Like, you were like the first person I knew that was like watching the Hawks. because back then there was like Carmelo fans, LeBron fans,
Yeah.
Lakers fans. Because I guess that's just what kids gravitate towards, like more so stars and teams. And but yeah, I don't know, man. All right, so we'll put Malcolm here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll do Malcolm. So yeah, Brook, Malcolm. Those are good options. Two good options so far.
Okay, Miles Turner, Miss B. He's not leaving Indiana, bro.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's not. Nah.
Like people, like he survived them. Look at this, they 7-point game now with 9 minutes left.
92. Bro's been trade, bro. He been in trade rumors for the past 4 or 5 years, bro. Like
Bro,
he's not leaving.
he was there when Kobe was alive, bro.
That's crazy.
On the Lakers.
Wow.
He played Kobe on the
Yeah.
Lakers.
You're right.
Yeah, so yeah, I think at this point it gets to a certain point where you pass like trade rumors and stuff, and once you pass enough trade rumors for enough years, like you might as well just kind of be Udonis Haslam.
Wow.
Yeah, Miles Turner.
Is that Mahimi in the back? Is that David West back there too?
No, that's not no David West. Hold on.
I thought that was okay. I'm tripping.
It looked like Lance Stevenson, to be honest.
Wow.
Oh, this one looks. See, it looks clear here, but then you blow it up and then it's blurry. Oh, here it is. This one is clear. I don't know.
I know his name, man.
I remember this dude. I remember him.
Yeah, I forgot his name. Oh, that's Jordan Hill, ain't it?
I know what this is.
That's Jordan. Is that Jordan Hill?
Yeah, that's Jordan Hill.
Jordan Hill. I think 28th Mahimi. I can't think of his name, but I know who that is.
When was Miles Turner drafted? Let me see. Draft. He was drafted 2015. So he's not even old.
Wow.
He's not old. Like this picture makes him look old, but he's not old. So I guess he was just a rookie then.
Had to be.
Yeah, just a rookie because Kobe's last year was 15, 16.
Dang, shout out Miles Turner, man.
Yeah. Shout out Miles Turner.
He
like
survived. He's really survived all the trade rumors. That's nuts.
It was him and John Collins for a second, and then John Collins got traded. Oh yeah, he actually got traded in the offseason.
Well, didn't Miles sign a offer sheet with somebody, but the Pacers
matched it?
Yeah.
Let me see. Offer sheet. It took me 10 years to write this by Miles Turner. Sigh of relief comes with new contract. I don't see one.
No.
I remember Jeff Teague did.
Man, he'll never let that down.
Yeah. He always brings that up. He said, "I hate you, this and that." He said, "What?" He said, "I'll see you on Monday. Welcome back to Atlanta." But yeah, okay, all right. So Miles Turner's not leaving Indiana. Like them boys is about to go to they might be going to the NBA Finals, bro. Like right now. I think because
literally
of that,
4 wins away.
Yeah. I think because of that, he's not leaving his place that he got drafted by. Okay, Tim Hardaway Jr. Bringing back THJ.
Nah.
Duncan Robinson too expensive. I'm not even looking that way. He's too expensive. D'Angelo Russell.
D'Lo only making 18. I don't. If they didn't want to trade him for DeJounte, I don't think I don't think they think that he fits what they trying to do. Honestly, I think he'd be a good backup, but I don't know if D'Angelo was still in that mode of like
he's open to.
I want to be a backup. You feel me? Like he might just stay with Brooklyn.
29, bro.
He might just stay with Brooklyn. I can't lie. He might just stay with Brooklyn.
Yeah, it seemed like he likes the commercials and everything like that.
Yeah.
Karis LeVert, obviously, yes.
Obviously, yeah.
Luke Kennard.
He can shoot the ball.
He's only 28.
Wow. But that's all he can do is shoot.
Yeah.
And he might be, I don't know, somebody might pay him, might give him a pretty penny, honestly.
Give him a Chandler Parsons deal.
Yeah, he might get a pretty penny.
Nas Reed,
Nas
player
Reed.
option. He's probably coming back.
Yeah, he's coming. Yeah.
They love him up there. Dorian Finney-Smith,
Dorian,
player option. He'll
he
probably
probably
opt in.
ban. He might stay with
Oh,
Atlanta.
this is low. 13.
13. Yeah, I mean he might opt out, but I feel like he might just re-sign with the Lakers.
Yeah. Dennis
Schroder.
unrestricted.
Dennis Schroder. As much as wouldn't it be a full circle moment? You lost your job. You lost your job to trade, and you come back as his backup.
You started as a backup in Atlanta.
You started as a backup.
You go to every other team in the NBA. It got to the point where he was like, I'm tired of getting traded. I'm tired of playing for different teams.
Oh, he was going to a new. I swear he went to a new team. Like he didn't play for the Boston. He played for the Celtics and the Lakers.
Yeah.
Pistons, Thunder,
Warriors.
Am I missing somewhere?
I think he got traded somewhere and he was supposed to get cut, but they didn't cut him. I think Detroit was supposed to cut him, but they didn't cut him.
Wow. He's been on what, 5-6 different teams?
At least. That's on the low end.
Yeah.
You already said Brooklyn, right?
I forgot about Brooklyn. No, I didn't. It was Brooklyn too. I forgot.
When he first left the Hawks, who did he go to when he first left the Hawks? I can't even remember.
That's a very good question.
Was it Brooklyn? That was the first team he went to?
No, because he just left Brooklyn. He signed with Brooklyn this offseason, and then they traded him to Golden State. Then Golden State traded him to Detroit. So he's been on 3 teams this season.
All right, hold on. Okay,
where did he go after the Hawks?
Let's do the Dennis Schroder trivia game. Okay. Dennis Schroder started off with the Hawks. Then Trey went there, and did he go to OKC after?
I think he may have. Yes, I think so. Because did he play with Chris Paul?
Maybe.
Was he in a bubble?
Maybe.
I think he went to the Thunder.
Okay, so let's just say OKC, because we're gonna look this up and verify it after.
He a part of that trade?
I'll look it up yet.
No. Was he a part of the trade?
What trade?
The Melo come into the Hawks, and then him going to
Probably was, bro. Probably was. So okay. So say Atlanta, OKC. Then he went to the Lakers, right?
Lakers?
Then he went to the Lakers, and then they said he fumbled the bag. And he went to like the Celtics for less money.
Hold on.
I want to say Hawks.
My volume went out again. I'm about to refresh.
Okay,
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, bet. Yeah, I got to refresh again. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right.
I don't know why I keep doing that.
Okay. I'm going to say, excuse me, as he's refreshing, excuse me. Hawks, OKC, Lakers, Celtics. I'm gonna run it back for you, Malik. I'm gonna go Hawks, OKC, Lakers, Celtics, maybe Lakers again.
Yes,
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Golden State, Detroit.
All right, that's what, 8?
That's 8.
Yeah.
What's your guess? What's your guess first? You got to lock in your guess.
I'm gonna go. Okay, so Hawks. After Hawks, he went OKC. Lakers, Celtics, Lakers. I feel like it's something between Lakers and Brooklyn with him, because he went to Brooklyn. He wasn't on the Lakers last year, was he?
Was he ever on the Raptors?
Bro, yes. Why you playing? I think he was.
Yes, I think he was on the Raptors for that's why I said it. That's why I said I think he was on the
He
Raptors
was.
for
So
like a
wait,
year.
so it had to be Lakers,
Wait,
Celtics,
wait.
Lakers.
Was he on the Raptors when the year of the COVID year, and so he was in Tampa Bay with DeAndre Bembry?
Nah, I don't
Okay,
think
okay,
so. I
okay,
think it was. I think it's Lakers, Celtics, Lakers, Raptors, Nets, Warriors, Pistons. So
okay.
that's 9.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, all right. Let me see. Here we
Yo, we
go.
really
Some
doing
more
the
things.
Dennis Schroder trivia.
We doing the Dennis Schroder. Yeah.
Dang, you right.
Look at
He
this.
was Celtics.
Look at these
All right, here
jerseys.
we go. Here we
All
go.
right. Okay, here it goes, man. So it was Atlanta, OKC. We got that right.
Okay.
Lakers,
Uh-huh.
Boston, Houston.
He went in Houston. He played in
Oh,
Houston for 15 games?
bruh, I don't even remember him playing on Houston. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
What? What year was that?
The year he was with Boston, bruh.
2021.
Yeah,
They traded him?
yeah. And then he went to the back to the Lakers. So we got Lakers, Boston, Lakers, right? But we missed the Houston 15 games.
Wow.
And then
What?
Toronto, we got that right. Brooklyn,
Brooklyn.
Look, it said 3 teams.
3 teams. Brooklyn,
Brooklyn, Golden State, Detroit.
Detroit. Wow.
That man played 24 games this season for Golden State.
Wow.
Yeah, so okay, with that being said, do you bring back Dennis Schroder?
I would do it. I would do it. I think he's the perfect kind of like backup guard in this point in his career. I don't know. I mean, I feel like Pistons might resign him because I mean the Pistons don't have a backup guard unless they gonna run with Ivy as the backup because he
And a
was
good
hurt.
name. I didn't realize he was so cheap. He's only 12 million.
12, yeah. I don't know, man. He could have got more, but he played himself.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
He played himself like some
I
years
forgot.
ago.
Yeah. He dragged this on the table.
Yeah.
Steven Adams, I know you say you want to. I don't think he's going to the Hawks, but I'll put him down.
Yeah. He might resign with Houston, honestly.
It's just so many teams that's gonna like. He's gonna be a guy that's high demand because everybody
Yeah.
wants a Steven Adams. You know,
Yeah.
like it's
He'll
like
go.
everybody wants a Alex Caruso.
Yeah.
Caruso. Marvin Bagley the third. No, thank you. Bobby Portis. He might opt in just to stay with Milwaukee, bro.
Yeah, true.
Chris Boucher. No, thank you.
Nah.
Matisse Thybulle, he might opt in to keep a job, but no thank you anyway. Mo Wagner was only getting 11 million.
11?
He must be on a rookie deal.
He got to. It's a
He said
club. That might be, yeah.
but he's 28 on a rookie deal still.
Mo,
yeah, they're not letting him or the number one pick up Paulo.
yeah, no, they keeping the brothers together too. Yeah.
Ingles.
I mean, he's a good vet. He'd be good to. I mean, he hasn't played really much at all for the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
He kind of sit on the end of the bench like I mean, as I'm looking at the Pacers and Knicks. I mean, PJ Tucker don't get no play, and James Johnson don't get no play. They kind of just be on the bench like as the vet. I mean, I think that's the role he done played with the Wolves.
So you say you're open to it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm only okay with it if you don't resign Larry.
Okay, yeah.
Because Larry is literally right after Joe.
Yeah, but the thing is, Larry plays like.
Yeah, Larry does play.
Like,
Yeah,
Larry's a vet. He's good for the locker room, but he also plays still.
Yeah.
Chris Paul is a free agent. I want Chris Paul. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I think all 30 teams want Chris Paul, bro.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like, buddy, hoop this season, dog.
He played didn't he play every game?
He played 82 games.
He played all 82
and started all 82.
It's insane to me. I just thought it was the most random thing for him to like join the Spurs. I guess he just got to that point in his career where he was like, I'm just trying to play. Like,
No, no,
I
no.
mean,
I seen the it was, I don't know if it was like one of them league pass breaks, but they asked him and he said, I just want to hoop. That's what
I
he
had a
said.
feeling. I had a feeling.
He said, I just want to hoop because it's like he was going to the teams chasing the championships, but it was like he won't play them because he behind Steph Curry, behind
Yeah,
also. So he's like, I just want to play, bro. So he went
that
to a
makes
bad
sense.
team and got to play, and he got to have fun throwing
Yeah,
lobs to Wimby.
that's
You go
true.
to Atlanta, you might
You know-
not get the minutes you got in San Antonio, but if you go back to San Antonio, you're not going minutes you got last year.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I forget they got Fox now. So
Yeah, I say you got to go. I say think about Atlanta, bro.
does
He
he
might.
go?
He might.
Is this first? Would it? Has he ever been on the East Coast team?
Did he actually play for the Wizards?
No.
Oh, he never played a game.
Nah.
So no. His,
Wow.
his career was
All West.
New Orleans, OKC, Houston, Clippers, Golden State, and San Antonio.
Yeah. Dang.
But I could see him going to say Charlotte. Back to North Carolina. He's
Uh-huh.
from North Carolina. Kind of
True.
like he'll get playing time because Melo gets hurt a lot.
I don't. That it's not good hoops over there in Charlotte though. I can understand the point
Yeah,
of like, yeah, I just want to hoop, but like at least you hooping. You went to San
you say you
Antonio.
don't
You
want a
played
headache.
under you played under Popovich. Like you're not just gonna be hooping. Like you under a good system under a legendary head coach. You playing with one of the best young stars in the league.
Yeah.
I don't like the hoops in Charlotte, man. I'm actually kind of glad they didn't get the first pick because I would have been kind of sad for Coop. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm trying
It's
to
not good
think.
hoops in Charlotte.
Do you want him to go to Dallas?
Dallas would be nice because honestly no. I've actually heard one of the guys that are our reporter for Clutch.
Yeah.
Uh, he was talking about how I think he's heard Chris Paul's been an option for them. Chris, Drew Holiday, and Lonzo. I think. So they need a guard while Kyrie's out.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll probably go to Dallas then because he can compete and hoop.
Yeah, yeah,
If he goes to Atlanta, he's gonna be a backup. And he don't want to be a backup. And then
yeah,
Atlanta's like a middle of the pack team too. But
yeah,
that would be great for Atlanta. Like the Hawks need Chris. Like if
yeah,
I'm the Hawks, I'm begging for Chris Paul, but I know Chris Paul isn't begging back.
yeah, yeah. Him coming to the Hawks was kind of like how just Vince randomly was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna play
Facts,
here."
facts, facts. Like being like, this is a place I want to retire.
Yeah,
Um, I think his son is still pretty young. Like I seen, like I told Malik the story about how I saw his son randomly at a Sierra Canyon game and stuff like that afterwards in the parking lot, and he was still pretty young then. So that was probably about 2-3 years ago. Juju was in high school. Bronny was in high school. Juju's like a college vet now, and Bronny's in the NBA. He just finished his first season, so I think he
and
should.
at this point, probably thinking about family too. So he might not even consider East.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I was saying. Like, so if his son was at the Sierra Canyon game, his son probably grew up and just stayed
Yeah,
in LA. So it's like if his family's in California and LA, is he gonna want to go to the East Coast team because it's close to his hometown? Or it's like it doesn't matter where his hometown is if like granny dead, grandpa dead, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, yeah,
people from your hometown are dead and your actual family is out there on the West Coast.
yeah.
I don't know. I was just kind of wishful thinking. And then making up for, I think 20 years later, after passing up on him in the NBA draft, it's a decision that haunted the franchise for so many years.
True.
Like that would be just good closure of just like you finally got Chris Paul. It's
Yeah,
kind of like Dwight Howard, like
I
how
was thinking. Yeah,
he
true.
lived this entire prime, and you're like, man, he need to play for his hometown team, and all these trade rumors, and the Hawks are not even an option. People just laughing at the Hawks, and then he finally goes to the Hawks
Yeah,
to play and show some love for his hometown team, just to get it out the way. It's probably gonna be like that with Ant towards the end of his career too. Like after he's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
But I really want to see Chris Paul kind of end it one last dance with the Hawks. But like I said, like the Hawks is no benefit.
No
They're a middle of
facts.
the pack team, and you're not even gonna be starting.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a
So
backup on the middle of the pack team. Do you
it
really want
really
to?
is what he prioritized, what he really want.
That's what I'm. If you're doing one last dance, do you want to do it in Atlanta like that, or is it going to be poetic because he thought he was going to Atlanta? He was house shopping in Gwinnett. I think he actually might have bought a house in 2005. Chris Paul Atlanta home. Let me see. Let me see. He's looking for houses in Gwinnett. Gwinnett house 2005. Yeah. He bought a house in Gwinnett.
Wow. He thought he was
So
gonna be
yeah,
dang.
he thought the Hawks were going to take him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, that would be full circle.
Yeah, someone wrote about it in 2019. Jonathan Fiend. Shout out to Jonathan Fiend, man.
Wow.
But I wanna read this. I kind of want to see this. The Hawks have been hold on. The Hawks have been second guess for the 2005 draft, where they seemed to need it for a point guard, and also took forward Marvin Williams with the second pick, passing on Darren Williams and Chris Paul, who went the next two picks. Paul, however, said fans that expected the point guard solution to head to Atlanta were not alone. He said, I got up at the draft, Paul said when the second pick was about to be announced. He stood up.
He said he stood up when the Hawks was gonna pick
He
for the
said, I
select.
got up at the draft. Paul said when the second pick was about to be announced. They pretty much told me they were picking me. I found a house in Gwinnett and everything. Instead, Darren Williams went with the third pick to the Utah Jazz, and Paul was snapped up by the New Orleans with the fourth pick. Marvin Williams is in his 14th season in the league, but never made an all-star team. Darren Williams made it 12 season in the NBA and made 3 all-star teams. Paul, of course, has made 9 all-star teams in his 14-year career. And that's it. Dang, I thought this was going to be like a more of a story, but I guess that was just it. But
Being
he
the
said he
person that
stood
Chris
up.
Paul is, he would not come to the Hawks just
Oh, yeah,
solely off
because
of
of that.
that.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. He's that petty. Hold on. This is, oh, I didn't even know I didn't have the tab pulled up. The little advertisement pop-up pulled up. But yeah, that's what he said, man. That's what he said.
Wow.
So 20-year anniversary of Katrina, and 20-year anniversary of the 2005 draft. I don't know. I'm looking at that, but like you said, it's probably not happening. He's probably gonna be like, you wanted me, you should have taken me.
Wish you should have got me to 2004.
Oh, okay. Here's another one. Al Horford.
Oh man. Nah, Hawks fans not gonna let that slide. But at the same
He not
time,
welcome back in the city, man. He not welcome back in the city.
yeah, yeah,
He made his bed. He had to lay in it.
yeah, he's not welcome back. And he's not a 7-footer, so
He's not a 7
not a
footer.
7-footer, so we already got another what? How tall is Al Horford? 6'10"? 6'11"?
He
We
might
already
be
got a
6'9" now
6'10"
that
guy.
he's
Like we
younger,
straight.
older.
They're straight, man. Hawks are good.
All right. Trey Jones.
Nah.
I ain't heard a thing Trey Jones did since he was in Minnesota or
Yeah.
Washington.
That
I
was
didn't
his
even know he
brother.
was.
His brother was in Washington.
Who's his brother?
Not Trey Jones, and he played on the Suns this season.
I know who you talking about. I know his face because the fade and the beard.
Yeah, they got the same. Like they literally look the
Yeah.
same. I can't even. It started with a T though. I know it started with a T.
Trey Jones' brother. Oh, Tyus.
Tyus Jones. Yeah.
Yeah, Tyus Jones. Yeah. I think he was like rumored to go to the Hawks at some point. People were like, yes, Bro, look at this, dog.
They look the exact same, man. It's one of them. One of them got a beard, the other one don't.
Bro, exactly, bro. But yeah. Okay, all right. All right, so no to Trey Jones. Pat Connaughton, he's got a player option, $9 million. That's kind of underpaid for Pat Connaughton compared to these other guys. So he'll probably stay, or they'll probably rework something. Gary Payton II. Well, actually, Pat might opt out and bet on himself to get 10 million for a year or 12 million or something more than 9. Gary Payton II, no.
No.
Gary Payton II is 32.
What?
I didn't know he was that old.
Well, he has been in the league for a minute because he's been bouncing around.
Yeah,
like before he got to the world thing, he was bouncing around a few times.
Yeah. Kelly Oubre Jr. player option. He'll probably.
I wouldn't be mad at Oubre.
Well,
I wouldn't be mad with Oubre off the bench.
You think he opts out? He's getting $8 million right
How
now.
much he getting? 8?
You think he thinks he's going to get more coming off of injuries?
He played. He signed with the Sixers last season. Well, this season, right?
Yeah. Hold on, pull him up. 15 points, 6 rebounds.
I mean, he played a lot with him because Paul George was there.
Games.
Yeah. I think he gets more than that.
Let me see.
I think he signed for less because
thought they were gonna win.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking. Wait, so he played with them for he played with them
for 2 seasons.
For 2 seasons. Yeah, he may have taken less because he thought he was gonna win.
Because he was with James and Embiid.
And you're right.
And then there was Maxey, Embiid, and Paul George this season.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's with Charlotte for 3 seasons.
I forgot about Charlotte.
Golden State.
He played for Golden State.
And then Washington at the start of his
career.
Hawks
drafted him.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Hawks drafted him and traded him for Tim Hardaway.
Yeah.
And Tim didn't even play. Tim was getting DMPs, man.
Yeah.
Well, I had him locked up for about the first 20, 30 games of the season.
It's crazy because, sometimes he looked like the best scorer in the league, and other times he just terrific, bro.
Yes. And then the Knicks gave him all that money.
He too hot cold for me, bro.
Yeah.
But I mean, at least he's lasted in the league, so salute.
Yeah.
So you say Kelly Oubre, you adding him?
I'd add Kelly.
I'll say wish list. Hold on, Chris Paul. Hey Trey, get on the phone, bro. Because Chris can teach Trey defense hacks. Because Chris just dirty. He just grab you.
He just dirty.
But people don't blow past him like they be blowing past Trey.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Jeff Green, no, like you said, you don't need a 4. He's a good vet, but you don't need him.
Jeff. Yeah. Jeff didn't play as much this season either. He was kind of the guy like the end of the bench guy that
up there.
Yeah.
Trey Lyles, no, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Mickey. I was gonna say Missick, but that's not even his name. Mickey. No, thank you. I don't even know who you are. I'm sorry, bro. Gary Harris, he got a club option. So
I've seen a few for a few years. I've seen a few Hawks fans say that they want Gary Harris. I'm not opposed to it. I just don't know. I feel like he might go back to Orlando.
It's got to be one of the worst trades in current NBA, right?
What was it? Gary Harris for Aaron Gordon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. At the time, it seemed like a fair deal.
It seemed even then. But yeah, I mean, Aaron Gordon kind of just
average 3 points is no. Oh, thank you. He averaged 3 points in 48 games this season.
Yeah.
Shout out the Fiskars, Indiana. But brother, you can stay over there. Kevon Looney, your boy.
Kevon Looney.
I
Hey,
always like Kevon Looney. He's still not even 30.
wow.
It seemed like Kevon Looney been in the league for a long time, bro.
Did Kevon get drafted when KD was there?
Had to. He was
Yeah.
on the finals team.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Jay Sean. Oh Lord, we getting into the
So yeah, but okay. So you say yes or no to Looney because he's an unrestricted.
backup.
Someone's gonna give him a bag, bro. If
Yeah,
he's getting 7.5, he's definitely gonna get like 10, 11, 12 from
yeah.
somebody.
And I mean he can't shoot, but I think he does everything. Kind of does everything else like a center can do. I think I like Kevon. I put him on the list. Yeah.
For the right price, Kevon.
I don't think he leads from Warriors, but the Warriors also have what? Quentin Post. Who else did they use? Well, Dre played backup center when he wasn't. I don't know. They might keep him. Who knows? But he barely played in the playoffs this season.
Oh, hold on. Let me, because I'm going off of legacy. Let me look at what he did last season. Okay, 6 rebounds is better than Gary Harris. How many games he played? He played 76 games.
He played 70. Oh, he's available.
He's there.
Oh, the Knicks are about to blow this, huh?
Oh no.
It was 121 to like 112 with like a minute left. It is now 123 to 121 with 22 seconds left. Oh, they must have just they hit a three. They hit a
Dang.
three.
Dang, if Halliburton pulled one of them Reggie Miller
Man,
in the Garden,
they just don't go away. That's crazy.
they don't,
All
man.
right. Jayshawn Tate.
No.
Nah.
That joker 30 and he still ain't take that lead.
Wow. Yeah.
He about like Jacob, ain't it?
Yeah.
Giddy's probably staying, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nah. Chicago's definitely keeping him.
He's restricted too.
They're definitely keeping him.
Javon Carter, he's a player option. He'll probably opt in to keep a job. Like certain people, if they got a player option, they'll probably opt in just because it's like this is a guaranteed job.
Yeah.
Because they go out in that free agency, you can get lost in that free agency world.
Yeah.
If you're not one of them guys that's locked in. Kaminga's restricted. Do you send an offer to Kaminga?
I'm not really a big fan of Kaminga, honestly.
I'm surprised they got him up here as a power forward. I thought he was a 3.
Yeah, he more like a 3. I don't know. He's young, like he still got a lot of game left, but I don't know. I'm not too much of a fan. I'm not really high on him like that. And I honestly think the Warriors are gonna trade him.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Or
okay,
do
it had to
like a
be a
signing
signing.
trade or
Yeah, it
something.
had to be a signing trade.
Yeah.
Precious Achua. Oh, he's gonna get a bag because he made a deep playoff run. He's gonna get
he don't play.
Well, never mind then.
He don't play.
Malik Beasley. Oh, homecoming.
Malik Beasley is a
He shoots too. He shoot that
What's
ball. He a
the
leader. He a leader. The thing about it is, it's like you want. I mean, is Detroit gonna let him go after the season they had? I think Detroit probably gonna try to keep as many people as they can for real.
He said it a few times this season that this is like the most fun that he's had like on a team, and like he didn't want to get traded this season, so I think he's staying.
All right. Well, unrestricted free agent Malik Beasley back to the
We
3-1-3.
got a name coming up.
Dario Saric.
Nah, Davion.
Oh, man. The man who ended the season off night in the building. He restricted free agent. Georgia boy. I don't know if you seen that comment. It was like, hey, I'm rooting for Davion because he a Georgia boy. They said, I don't care about none of that hometown stuff. he said, I'm worried about my team. He said, I'm gonna be rooting for Davion in the playoffs because he a home. He a Georgia boy. All right, so yeah, off night. He definitely going back to Miami, bro.
Yeah,
They falling apart. They can use everything they can that works for them. Andre Drummond. Oh, he got a player option. He might opt in because at this point, he got to kind of hang around the league, bro. He another one of them people. If he don't get signed in the summer, it's gonna be like November, December,
Yeah,
January, still no team. He could be one of them Dwight Howard people get lost in the sauce.
yeah, true.
Better keep them jobs while you got them. Zaire Williams, he's a restricted free agent. Sierra Canyon,
Yeah, man. He played for Brooklyn. Like, oh wow.
you say yay or nay to Zaire?
Nah,
No to
nah.
Zaire. Nicholas Batum, fourth quarter screaming, why is Batum in?
Batum might stay with Clippers. Batum only played for the Clippers or the Sixers.
Well, I was about to say, didn't he get traded and then like he ended up back on the Clippers?
Yeah, or something like
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
because I remember like when he got traded, people kept posting that clip. But he's only getting $4 million right now because he's old.
yeah, that. Yeah.
Now this $4 million makes sense. Aaron Holiday,
Aaron Holiday.
a club option. They'll probably say no, thank you, thank you for your service. No, thank you. I'm not interested in an Aaron Holiday reunion
Yeah,
in
I already
Atlanta.
had him.
Nikhil Alexander Walker, he'll probably want to stay with Minnesota.
He's definitely gonna stay, but I would definitely take him. But he's probably gonna get a bag though. I'm not gonna lie.
What the Pacers just did.
It's 124, 121.
Who got the ball?
Uh Pacers. Knicks
Oh, let
just
me
fouled,
pull
but
up.
they had a foul to give.
Okay. All right.
So it's
Hold on.
12.4 seconds left. 3-point game. Pacers ball still.
All right. Let me pull up the game real quick, y'all. All right. So you can't broadcast. I can't like live broadcast what's going on. So I'll see if Malik can keep me in the loop here. Let me know when they inbound the ball.
Oh, let me see if I can. Can I flip the cam? No, I don't think I can flip.
Well, you can't show it anyway because
Oh
we're
yeah,
on
you're right. Yeah.
live.
Oh, they shooting free throws. They finna just do the back and
Oh,
forth.
they fouled them.
Yeah, they fouled him,
Well, that's
but
smart.
it wasn't a shooting foul, but it was like we don't want him shooting the three. We just gonna foul him.
That's smart. Yeah, because I know some teams like the Hawks, you know.
Dang, hold on, my thing went out. I'm about to refresh.
Okay,
I'll be
yeah,
right
yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah. All right, hold on. Okay, so you're watching the game. The Knicks have fouled the Pacers, so they didn't get a three off. Malik will be back in the second. He's refreshed. Here he is. He's back in the building. Okay, so Neesmith now.
Neesmith knocked
Okay.
down both of them.
Okay, all right. So it is a 1 point
No,
game. Now they playing the foul game.
Brunson just did one of the craziest things. This man was finna get trapped in the corner, and he like bounced the ball on bro, and somebody caught it.
Yo, the Pacers are like masters at that comeback stuff, bro.
Yeah,
Like
like
they
they
did
don't
it.
give up.
They did it against Milwaukee in the first round to end the series. Then they did it the first two games in Cleveland. This is crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, he tried to bounce the ball off of Neesmith's leg so it can go out of bounds, but he
Oh,
missed
that's
his
what he's
leg
trying to do.
completely,
Oh
and it like
man,
bounced on the court. But somebody was there to catch it, so he was straight.
buddy, if Halliburton wasn't going back to the baseline, Halliburton would
Yeah,
have
nah,
got
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Look at Clyde, Atlanta legend, Clyde Frazier. All right. How many timeouts Indiana has?
I don't think they have any.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they have any.
Oh, OG missed
Uh-oh. How much time left?
7.3. He missed
Oh,
the first
so
free
they found
throw.
him immediately.
Yeah, he found him as soon as he got the
Oh,
ball.
oh, oh, oh! I'm tweaking. They found on the when Brunson did the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, oh! Please don't miss this one, OG. Don't miss this one, bruh. All right, he made it.
Okay, all right.
I think they go for the win.
Well, you ahead of me. So if they make it, don't even tell me. Just mute. Just go on mute. Just go on mute. All right. Uh-oh. All right, you watching the game right now. Play by play live, you know what I mean? Okay. All right. By Malik's reaction, they must have missed. Okay, Halliburton drive. Oh, he ran out and then put up a three. Oh, oh, no! He said he choked. He said he choked.
Bruh, how does this
Hey,
keep
yo, he said
happening?
the choke.
How
He
does
said
this keep
the
happening,
Look at
bruh?
Lloyd Pierce. He balled.
Yo, he did this. He did the Reggie
Yes,
Miller.
he did the Reggie Miller, bro. He did the
Oh
Reggie
no,
Miller,
his
bro.
leg, his foot was on the line. His foot
Oh,
was on
foot
the
on the
line.
line. Dang, they gotta play overtime. Dang, he thought he won it.
Hey, this
Dang,
man did
Matt,
the
bro.
Reggie
Hey, nah,
Miller.
look. They have to win though. They have to win now, bruh. Bruh.
He did the Reggie Miller.
Bro, they're about to lose, bro. If
Wow.
this was Trey Young, bro, if this was Trey Young, man, we
You
wouldn't hear
remember
the
when
end
Trey
of
did
it.
that against
In
Miami that
Miami,
one
bruh,
year?
when Miami, he said game over, bruh, and they lost, bruh. Nah, bruh, they about to lose, bruh. Hold on,
Oh my
let,
gosh.
let me see. They
How do
about
the
to
Pacers
lose.
always do this?
Man, look, they just late game execution, bro. They be
Oh my
trapping. They
god.
just know how to trap, bro.
Bruh. They
They
be
about
locked
to lose,
in.
bro. They about to lose, bro. Dang. Hold on.
Wow.
Let me see. That was Eric Yaboa.
Oh, that was there. Oh my god. Wow.
they about to lose. Hold on.
Wow.
But bro, you literally y'all still taking Brunson over Holly? I'm taking Trey over both.
Definitely taking Trey over both.
I'm
Definitely
taking
taking
Trey
Trey.
over both. Trey better than both of them. Like y'all going off of this like 3-week run that Holly been on. Okay, what about the rest of the dang? You know what I mean?
Man, that's what they
What
was
about
doing
the
with
rest of the
Maxi.
season?
They was doing the same thing with Maxi before the season even started.
Man, look, folks always do. People, I ain't even gonna lie, they was kind of low key gassing Trey during the conference finals run. It's cause
Yeah.
like people just prisoners of the moment, bro.
Yeah,
Like
true.
you be good in the time. I gotta salute, dude. Salute, bro. They about to lose though. The choke thing was funny when they lose.
Choking. Choking is
Hey, Brunson. Hey, Brunson. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Brunson? They
Man.
said you not like that,
No way Tyrese did that though. That's crazy.
bro. We did this like we was on playback,
No, thanks. We do feel like we on
bro. That's
playback.
how they be on playback, bro.
Hey, we need to get Club 20 on one
Bro, oh yeah,
time.
yeah. Everybody keeps telling. I was talking to Holla last week.
Oh,
Shout
for
out to
real?
Holla, Holla, crazy, everything like that. My boy Keith, and he was like, "Oh yeah, bro, you need to go on playback, bro. You could live stream the games there." I was like, "Nah, I just like watching the games. I go live stream afterwards." But man, that was crazy. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro.
That was nuts.
Man, they showing it again because he ran out. He said, "No, I'm going for the win," and it was a better shot too.
It was a
But it's
better
like,
shot.
dang, they showing the Reggie split screen. Is Reggie calling the game? He has to
Yes,
be.
he is. He
Dang.
is.
But they about to lose. That's the thing. Like if I'm New York and I get a second chance at winning, you are going to lose. Like Brunson, bro.
Yeah.
He's doing this on your court. He said you choked. Nah, bro. It's over with, twin. That man came to the game in some Tims. Nah, it's over with.
He
Tatum
can't.
came in some Tims. They got him out of here.
No, thanks.
Holly came in some Tims. We'll see what happened next. Trey don't never show up in Tims.
He don't.
He just gonna embarrass him off of. He gonna come like what they say in church. Come as you are. Trey come to the Madison Square Garden as he is. He just gonna beat you straight up. That's just what it is. That's why he
He
run the
said,
city.
come as you are.
See, look, Miles Turner already missing. It's over with. And he's about to win, bro. It always goes like that when people talk trash
Literally,
and it's
right
right,
before.
but the game ain't over and you thought it was gonna be over.
Bruh,
But that bounce was crazy. I ain't even gonna hold you.
that was a
I
crazy
thought he
bounce.
missed because you didn't say nothing.
I tried, bro, because I had to wait till you saw
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, ain't no way, bro. Hart made it. Oh, he missed. They trying to lose too. Man, Cat need to step up, bro. What they saying about you, Cat? Yeah, I don't know about this one.
Uh-uh.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Knicks got it. All right, bet. Let's get back to the Hawks, bro.
All right.
we'll pay attention to this again if it gets close to like a game or whatever and stuff or a point or whatever with a minute left. All right, cool. So we're at free agents now. Alexander Walker, we think he's going back to Minnesota. Dwight
Yeah.
Powell. Oh, have you seen the thing of Dwight Powell being on Dallas every season of his career?
Oh yeah, he hasn't got moved or traded, huh?
Nah, he played on Boston for like half a season.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he played on Boston for like half a season.
He got
But
drafted by them, or he got
nah,
traded, or he
he,
signed with
he
Boston.
yeah. Oh no, I think he got traded to Boston, bro.
Wow. No, I didn't even know that. Hold up, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
This was before the Nike check.
yeah. Yeah, he was
Dang.
on Nike. He was on Boston, bro, for like a couple games.
Wow.
And then he went back to Dallas. I didn't even realize he was on. Like someone pointed this out on like a sports podcast. It was like, did you know Dwight Powell's been on Dallas his whole career? I was like, he has. Like that's crazy. One of them Donis has. Yeah, 2014. Oh, so I guess he was
He played
drafted by
5
Boston.
games.
Yeah, so he was
He must have
drafted
been
by
in one
Boston.
of
Then
what trade was that? Where
I
could
don't know.
he must have been like a fill-in or something.
Let me see. Uh,
A
Rondo.
Rondo trade?
Wow, he was a part of the Rondo trade, and
Wow.
bruh, look at the names mentioned here: Dirk Nowitzki, Brandon Wright, Jay Crowder, Jameer Nelson.
Jameer Nelson?
Jameer Nelson is like the assistant general manager of the Philadelphia 76ers. Brandon Wright's been retired for some time. I don't know where Boss Man 99 is. And
Boss
Dirk
man,
Nowitzki,
not he was on the Kings. He was playing on the Kings.
oh, he's playing on the Kings this year. And then
Yeah, he was
Dirk
playing on the Kings.
Nowitzki literally has a statue, bro. That's how long ago it
Wow.
was when Dwight Powell first joined the Dallas Mavericks. So with that being said, he's definitely leaving
That's
Dallas.
crazy.
Jake
Jake.
Revia, you know who that
Mhm.
is?
Yeah, he can shoot. I don't think he. I don't think he. I don't think. I don't know. I don't know what they do. I just know he can shoot really good. When they played, when he was on the before he got traded to Sac, he was on the Grizzlies, and I remember
Okay,
when they came here and played the Hawks, he was lighting them up like a few
man.
times.
Oh, so he
Yeah, he
wanted
can
them.
shoot. He can shoot.
All right, so shout out to Jake, but he said no, thank you. Amir Coffee, he's a two guard. That's a wing.
Yeah, and his sister's here
Amir and
too.
Nia in the same
His
city.
sister's here.
Amir and Nia in the same. Oh wait, they don't took the lead. Oh man, it's a one.
Oh wow, they
This
did.
last time I seen. All right, Trey Man, the Hawks. Oh wait. Oh no. This Trey Man,
Oh, that's no that's
Allen Iverson.
yeah, that's AI. That's AI train.
His game reminded me of Trey when he was at Florida.
Oh
He
yeah.
reminded me of Trey Young, and he said he watched Trey Young.
Dang.
Uh, man, do you want Trey Young? Trey Trey
Nah, I
Trey
think he
man.
might resign with
he,
nah.
he like not having guidelines.
Yeah, I'm not with the Hornets guys, man. I can't get with that, bruh.
Eric Gordon,
No.
Corey Joseph,
Maybe
Russell
a good
Westbrook.
backup. Russell Westbrook. Now,
He's a fair option though.
one of my friends hit me up yesterday and was like, I wouldn't mind Russell Westbrook. I said, I wouldn't mind him either, but he doesn't he can't shoot. He can't
Westbrook only
shoot.
going, but also he ring chasing right now.
Yeah, so he's definitely he's not gonna come here.
Get some Chris Paul.
He
So
might just sign back with Denver, honestly.
yeah, I'll put him right here with Chris Paul.
Yeah,
Russell Westbrook. Because for trade, that would be like a dream come true. Ooh, my childhood favorite player.
yeah, true, true.
Oklahoma in the A. Y'all know what it is. Just a kid from the Mormon. All right, all right.
I also don't think you should have a roster of Trey and of Terrence Mann and Russell Westbrook on the that nah. You're gonna have to have either one of them. I like Terrence, but they both can't really like I just they just remind me of the same, like they remind me of each other. I don't think you want both of them on the team.
Dirk McDermott is holding on. Shout out to Dirk McDermott.
Wow.
He done made a good career for himself.
Wow, he has. He
He,
has.
he, he
Dougie
got his
McBuckets.
benefits for his kids.
Dougie McBuckets.
Dougie McBuckets.
I probably I still wouldn't. Nah.
He's old.
Yeah, Marquise.
Markeith Morris. Twin. Dun, dun.
Marquise.
What
He was the
happened?
Lakers. Lakers
Yeah,
might end up resigning him
yeah,
just for
yeah.
the vibes. Tristan.
Okay. Wait,
Nah.
hold on. I just looked at. I glanced at the game to make sure it won't get into crazy.
Oh, Jalen back at the free throw line as expected. They did the
uh,
same. Have you seen that joke with Shay where they was like, I randomly turned on the Thunder game and guess what? Guess what? The first thing I saw and it was
nah, bro. I see. Oh, did you see? Who's my boy? Kenny Beecham. He made
what
a
he said
really good point, bro.
about Shay.
Yeah,
What he say?
he said if I drive hypothetically 100 times in the game and I get the call 20 times and I go to the free throw line 20 times and you drive 20 times in the game and you get the call 4 times, we both got the call at the same rate. I was just more aggressive and I drove to the rim more. That's what Kenny Beecham said. I was like,
Mm,
that's a great way to phrase it, bro.
dang.
It's like, so how you gonna be mad at him for just being aggressive?
Yeah,
New
that's
York
true.
needs someone. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Boy,
Just because Tyrese did this, I want them to lose, bro.
Jalen and Tyrese going back and forth.
Man, and Trey Young at home. Ooh, these boys hooping, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
They going back and forth, bro. This is
These boys
crazy.
are hooping.
I'm out.
These boys are hooping. Let me see. It's crazy because like both of us said Trey better than both these boys.
Yeah,
Uh,
bruh.
I had the discussion with a Knicks fan. When was it? On like Tuesday? When did I get here? I got here. Today's Wednesday, so I got
Yeah.
here yesterday. Oh, so Monday night. Oh, dang, they going like yeah, like you said, they going back and forth. Monday night, and I said Trey better than Brunson, and he said no, no. I said, bro, Trey's never had a teammate as good as Cat or Julius Randle. He said Jalen Johnson's pretty good. I said, yeah, but he's never been healthy for the playoffs.
Yeah, these other, I mean, cause shoot, even Tyrese got Pascal.
Exactly. Before Pascal, they were doing just as bad as much as Atlanta was doing.
Yeah, and it
Um,
sucks. Like, I mean, everybody. It sucks that the Dejounte thing didn't work. I mean, like, granted, I appreciate them trying, but like, it just didn't work. But I mean, that's the closest thing that he got to, like, I guess, All Star.
yeah.
Um,
Um,
but
I think Landry Fields really lost his job because of the Siakam trade.
what was that deal again?
It was
Kobe.
Kobe was a holdup, which I can never get past. Hold on, Kobe Buffkin, Pascal Siakam. I'm pulling it up. Pascal. Hold on. Pascal Siakam. Hawks and then Bleacher Report story is Hawks right to not include Kobe Buffkin and Pascal Siakam deal.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know, right? Crazy. Looks like a parody. It was who was it? Uh this is just talking about Buffkin.
I'm trying to. I forgot who was the person in the deal. It
Hold on.
wasn't Jalen.
No, it was like DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, you're right. It was like Hunter and yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hunter
DeAndre
Griff.
Hunter, AJ
Yeah.
Griffin, draft pick, and Kobe Buffkin.
Yeah.
I'm taking AJ Griffin doesn't even play basketball anymore.
Looking at it now, like looking at it today and seeing that Dre went for Karras in the Yang. AJ is not playing basketball anymore, and Kobe hasn't played like consistent basketball in 2 seasons.
2 years,
Yeah, man.
bruh. And the thing about it, bruh, excuse me. I think Indiana hit that last. But the thing about it is just like back then I even thought of like Kobe Buffkin better be something. And
Yeah,
then because he was in College Park. And
yeah.
KL was telling me like the Hawks really high on him. They thinking he gonna, be da da da. And I was like, they think he gonna be SGA? And he said, man, look, KL, he can tell you the ins and outs of everything about basketball, bro. That man has told me that Torian Prince was gonna be Kawhi. He reminds him of Kawhi. And now this Kobe Buffkin thing. That's two huge strikes on KL Shenard's record, bro. I don't care. Shout out to 929. Not 929. What's the name of their pod?
Oh, ATL in 29. ATL in 29.
ATL. Shout out to ATL and 29. Shout out to all the ins and outs that he could break down about the game. It's crazy how you know so much about the game, analyze the game at such a detailed level, and you miss that big on two prospects like that. Nobody bats 1,000, but those are two pretty bad ones. I'm not gonna lie.
That's man. Shout out to KL.
Shout out to shout out to Kevin Shenard, bro.
Pacers are now up 3.
They about 3.
Pacers are up 3. The challenge was successful.
I did not want them to win this game, bro.
Wow. Wait, did he foul him too?
Yeah, you think Halliburton does the choke celebration again if they
Again,
win?
nah. He
Dang.
might. He
Oh,
might.
hey, I ain't gonna lie. Obi Toppin runs Madison Square Garden, bro. Like this is his home.
Dang, Hoss had his brother.
Yeah. You know what's the craziest part of this? Seeing Lloyd Pierce passionately clap in the Eastern Conference Finals. You do not deserve this.
This man has been to back-to-back conference finals.
Back-to-back conference finals for Lloyd Pierce, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Trae Young ain't been to the conference finals
Dang.
since Lloyd Pierce's assistant took him there.
I thought Dre was finna go back to the conference finals. Dre
Yeah.
didn't make it to the conference finals. Bogey got knocked out, first
I
round?
ain't gonna lie, that Dre trade was the one that I think all of us might have been some type of upset with, or like, oh, they pressing reset.
Yeah, true.
It was
True.
not that bad at all.
It
It didn't
wasn't.
hurt
It
the
was
Hawks at
not a
all.
bad trade. A lot of folks was like, "Yeah, this is it," but
So you
Karras and
save
Yang ended
money,
up being good.
and like Hunter would have same wall. I think you maxed out with Hunter.
Yeah,
You
the only thing I don't get the bogey for Terrence. Honestly, I mean, I feel like you wanted to trade him, Jalen Bronson for oh.
how many seconds?
Point two.
Point two. Oh man,
They had 2 chances at the 3 and missed both of them.
dang.
Jalen airballed. Josh Hart got 3. Carl's hit the tip of the rim. Mikal fumbled the ball.
Dang, bro.
Pacers really finna win this game. It was 123 to 112 with like a minute left. How, bro? How do they keep
Oh,
doing this?
Mikal Bridges be tripping, bro.
Oh my god, bro. This is crazy. I don't know if I can watch the Pacers go to the finals.
I can't watch it. Either one of them go to the finals, bro. Both of them getting eliminated.
Yeah, that's it. This game. I mean, you can't do nothing in 0.2 seconds. That's it.
Can't believe this, bro. Someone sent me a text message said light skin point guards are the Knicks kryptonite.
Facts.
This is ridiculous. All right, well, hey, salute to the Pacers, man. Shout out to
Oh,
Lloyd Pierce.
dang. Shout out Lord Pierce.
Shout out LP, man. Hey,
Oh my
I
god.
guess they felt them tonight.
Messi?
Yeah. We didn't make them feel us.
Oh
He
my
said, "What does
god.
that mean?" He said, "They didn't make us feel us." He said, well, "Yeah, but what does that mean?"
Man, hey, shout out Chris, man. Chris just
Bro,
got
shout
Chris
out to
getting
Chris
married,
Churchill.
man. Chris getting married.
Oh, Chris getting married?
Chris is getting married, and it's either this week or next week. But I remember he went on Twitter and said he's gonna be away for 2 weeks. He's getting married. Shout out Chris, man.
Chris was the last time I felt like the Hawks had like actual like journalism around the team. Yeah, I mean, and salute to the, you know what I'm saying, to beat people close to the teams and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm saying getting that dirt.
bro. No, he would. Yeah, no, the athletic be getting it, bro. The athletic be getting all the dirt.
But I'm like the real story, bro. Like
Yeah,
it's like, salute the folks, but you know what I mean? Like,
it was almost like he was in the locker room.
but it's also like if the team isn't playing well, the team isn't playing well, bro.
Yeah,
It ain't no the bright spot, the team young. Nah, it ain't no bright spot.
yeah,
They didn't play well tonight. Like, it's okay to say they
yeah,
didn't play well. Because at the end of the day, folks not going to win a championship. And I feel like if you write the team in a positive light, this and that, then you doing the fans a disservice. You kind of, like, you know what I'm saying, feeding into delusion.
yeah. True, true.
So I feel like you have to keep it up being like, I'm going on a whole different tangent an hour and a half in. But like the first season of Birds, like we just literally tore apart the team each and every single
Not
episode.
it was something crazy every day,
And
every
and
week.
like the comment section would be like, you guys literally just make fun of the team and make fun of the roster and make fun of the fans. It's like, yeah, because the fans are optimistic about a team and a roster that's obviously going nowhere. They're
Yeah,
like they've plateaued. And
yeah,
the current roster right now is like plateau, but like I think now people kind of understand it because they have a little more flexibility. They have
yeah,
money.
yeah,
They have a new GM coming in that could change the entire makeup of the
yeah,
team. They're not tied to players that they thought was going to be their future. They're not tied to Kevin Herter. They're not tied to John Collins. They're not tied to Dre or Cam. So it's like they have more freedom and it's more, okay, what can you do? You have more of a blank canvas now. I think that's
yeah.
why things are looking a little more positive and optimistic for the Hawks now than it was 2-3 years ago.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. No, that's real. Yeah. No, I've said this season is like probably the most clearest I see like a vision for the Hawks in like
yeah,
a while. Because I mean, even with the DeJounte thing, you really didn't see like a vision. I mean, you knew what they were trying to do, but like after you saw that it wasn't gonna work with them, it was like, okay, what's next?
they're just stuck.
Yeah, and it's like this, you can see like, okay, we building for this, like we trying to, do this and that. And I think the biggest thing now for me is like, okay, the past 2 seasons, Landry has been like, okay, we are trying to build, build and compete, build and compete. Okay, we get it. Landry's not here no more. So honestly can come in and be like, I don't want to build and compete. I want to go for a chip or whatever. Like he can be on a whole different type of timing than Landry.
Yeah,
And but we don't know that because honestly hasn't said anything. But it's like honestly could be like, shoot, I want Giannis.
yeah, yeah. No, 100%, hundred
And
percent.
it'll be like, okay, well, we get it. Like you not under Landry no more. You not the GM. So like this is your vision. Like, so I don't know. I honestly don't know what they're gonna do. I think they'll still try to do the build and compete thing, but I mean, they don't have to do that because Landry's not here anymore.
Trey is now on the other side of 25. You know,
Right. 26. 26.
so it's like,
Dang, I
uh,
guess that gotta be the next episode.
yeah, no, hundred
Gotta
percent,
talk about trade.
100%. So it's like you have to do something, and you have to take a chance. Like like DeJounte, you took a chance, it didn't work out. Cool.
Yeah,
And the good part about that with Landry, he lost 3 picks, but he got 2 back.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like with this situation, I think you do the same. I think Landry Fields did a great job as general man. The only
yeah,
thing he messed up was Kobe Buffkin,
yeah, yeah.
but
Yeah,
that's a
that was
huge
the
mess up. Like that's merit to be fired, in my opinion.
yeah. I mean, yeah, but I mean when looking at it now, I mean he's tried because he even tried with Beyond. He tried getting Beyond, but I think the Raptors was just asking for too much at
Oh
the I
yeah,
mean the Pelicans was asking for too much. Um I mean, yeah, I mean, that's the ebbs and flows of the GM, bro. Like, and I feel like he didn't want to give up because they had probably just drafted Kobe at that point, huh? They
yeah.
probably thought this man was finna be like you said, like a
SGA.
really solid player, but he just hasn't. And AJ was playing good around that time, but I mean, yeah, like I said, looking back at it now, it looks kind of just like dang, like
I feel
if
like
only,
when it comes to trading a vet, an all star vet for a rookie, every time I'm gonna go with the vet
yeah, yeah,
because it's like
yeah,
it's proven. You don't know what you're gonna get with the rookie. Like people say, excuse me, the worst trade is Paul George for SGA. I don't
yeah,
think that's a bad trade for the Clippers
yeah, true,
because the Clippers swung for the fences and went for it with PG and Kawhi Leonard.
yeah,
Was SGA gonna become SGA if he was still with the Clippers? We'll never know. I don't
yeah,
think so because you're not building a team. When SGA went to OKC, there was literally nobody else there, bro. It was like Chris Paul. That
true,
was it.
yeah.
So it's like it was his team. They placed him in a position for it to be his team.
Yeah,
With the Clippers, okay, you're still playing second fiddle to say if you have Kawhi and Kawhi was like, I need somebody else. You think Kawhi hindsight now would be like, let's keep SGA and be SGA and me?
true, true. Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know, bro. So it's like,
Nobody knew Shea was gonna be like this when they made that
yeah,
trade.
nobody, no,
Nobody on this earth
no,
knew he
no,
was finna
nobody,
do this.
nobody knew Jokic was gonna be as good as he was.
No facts. Nobody knew this about Jokic.
No,
Nobody.
nobody knew that about Giannis as a rookie.
Yeah, true.
So it's like you just don't know with these things, bro. But I say because you don't know, you go with what you do know. And I
Yeah,
know at the time Siakam won a championship. Siakam was an all-star forward. I think you go with Siakam there.
yeah,
I think you got to swing for the fences, and you have to do stuff like that. So it's like with Giannis. So if we want to talk about that to end the episode about Giannis going to the Hawks, does Giannis change the Hawks? You know what I'm saying? Kind of championship chances. Say you trade Jalen Johnson for Giannis. Does that make the Hawks a better championship contending team?
oh definitely. If you
Oh
if
yeah.
you doing if you're doing Giannis if you're doing Giannis for just Jalen, I mean it's gonna be more than that. In my honest opinion, oh what's up, Jordan?
Done up in the
uh,
building.
I think they might ask for Onyeka too. They might ask for Onyeka or they might ask for like Zach or something. Like I don't think they do a straight up
I
Jalen for
said
Giannis. But if they ask for that much, I don't think the Hawks should do it.
I think Jalen and Zach for Giannis. I'm going.
Man.
Giannis is a top 5 player in the world, bro. Like that's I need people to understand this. Giannis is a top 5 player in the world. He's gonna play with Trey Young. He's never had a teammate as good as Trey Young. Like Dame is great and what Trey Young was and stuff like that and things like that. But like Dame is now hurt. We're now in post peak Dame.
True.
Just
True.
what it is with this health situation. So it's like he never got a full opportunity to be with Dame for a full season, a full fair season. So now you get that with Trey in Atlanta, and people are gonna come. Like a guy like a Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook might be more open to come if you
True.
have Giannis there.
It's true.
Steven Adams might be more open to come. Brogdon, all these guys might be more intrigued to come to Atlanta if you have Giannis and Trey Young.
Giannis for Jalen and Zach. I mean, that's probably the deal that get it done.
Because Jalen and Onyeka, I don't know if I would do that just because of positions.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
now
right.
you have 0 centers on your roster. I
Right.
think for
That's true.
that, I don't know about that.
That's true.
But for a wing, for a 3 and a 4, for a guy who can play 3 through 5, I think you can pull the trigger on that.
Shoot. Now if in the event they do trade Zach, then I mean, come draft time, I think you got to get a wing. Then
Yeah,
I think that's for sure. Unless you resign Karras, but I don't know. I don't know. They go get Giannis. It's like you said. A lot of people are gonna come play for
yeah,
you. So you don't really know what you can get in free agency at that point. And you
yeah,
might be trading a draft pick if you do that trade too. So you might be trading 13 or 22. Who knows?
yeah.
Um, man.
I'm pulling the trigger because it's like
Jalen and Zach.
say Zach becomes a 20-point scorer. Okay, he becomes a 20-point scorer. Jalen's already a 20-point scorer. I think Jalen's peak is kind of around what we're seeing right now. Like
Yeah,
offensively, he's hitting threes. He can roll. He can rebound about 10 rebounds a game. He can get you about 20-10. I think his peak, if he's like the number one option on the team, is probably 25, 10, and 5. I think that's Jalen Johnson's peak.
yeah, that's true.
Okay, so you put that. Okay, that's a team where he could lead a team to the first round of the playoffs. You add that with Zach. Zach being the first option on a team, he could average at best 27 points a game at the peak of his career. Something like a Tracy McGrady type stuff. Or
Yeah,
but Tracy McGrady was averaging 30 points back in a time where they were scoring 80 points a night. So
yeah,
that's just different. But you know, close to type game, think of that. Tracy McGrady, 27, 28 points a night. I think as a number one option, Zach is probably leading the team first, second round, just like Jalen as the number one option. Both of those guys on the same team, I think they could be a team like a young, exciting team that gets to the second round, Eastern Conference Finals a lot of years. Giannis, you talking about a championship.
that's true.
That's how I look at it. It's like those
That's
two
true.
guys are good. They're gonna be good for a long time. Those two guys on the same team running the team in Milwaukee, that could be a team that Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. I think it's a good comparison for them. I think that's what you get with
I
Zach
definitely think, yeah,
at
I
his
definitely
peak
think
and
that's the deal.
Jalen at his peak together. So you look at that versus what are the peak with Giannis and Trey. That's a championship team.
Yeah,
You pull
I,
the
I
trigger.
think in that situation, the Bucks get what they want as far as young talent, like resetting, and the Hawks get instant like top three. Got to be top three in the East.
The thing is, Milwaukee can get Zion. Milwaukee can get Shingun. Milwaukee can get anybody they want, bro.
Yeah,
For Giannis. So
I
it's
was
like,
just asking my homies yesterday. I was like, would y'all trade Giannis for Chet and Jalen Williams? I was
oh,
like, I think I do that.
if you're OKC for sure,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
OKC just has so much they can afford to just trade guys like that. And J Dub ain't making a good case for him this postseason, bro.
Yeah, he hasn't. Yeah,
I ain't even think bro was really like that from the get go. Like when he made All Star, I was like, okay,
he's a good player. I don't know if he's a legit
he not
number
one of
two.
them. He not one of them
Yeah,
ones. Like, buddy, good, but he not one of them ones.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
tears to it. Uh, but yeah, I'm definitely doing that if I'm OKC. Giannis and SGA on the same team.
That's yeah. Bato, I was like, boy, they Thunder would average 40 free throws a night, boy. 40 a night, man.
I'm trying to think. But yeah, okay. So that's where we are with Giannis. Um, I see why New Orleans is interested in him, but the thing is, you have nothing to surround him with if you go Zion for Giannis. It's just like you play
Yeah.
Giannis around kind of like nothing,
It's gonna be the
unless like,
same kind of thing. Like,
well, I mean, Trey Murphy is one of the better players in the league,
yeah, you got Trey
but
Herb.
he's hurt.
Yeah,
Herb is coming back from shoulder surgery, and then you have DeJounte as kind of like he's a decent guy when available.
yeah,
So it's like I don't know why New Orleans would do that unless they have something else in play, or if they just okay, Trey Murphy's gonna be back by mid-season. Herb Jones is gonna be ready by the beginning of the season. Now you got Herb Jones, a front line of Herb, Giannis, and Missy. That's a pretty good front line, man.
yeah.
It's a pretty
True.
good front line. And then you got Trey Murphy in the back. If you got Trey Murphy at the two, and because you got Herb in the starting lineup with Giannis and Missy, or
I
they'll
mean,
probably
that
put
boy defensively, that's nasty.
yeah. Nobody wouldn't be able to get anything, bro.
That's nasty.
And you could put whoever you can, and then you get Jeremiah Fears with the 7th pick. So
True.
Jeremiah Fears starting at point guard, or you got Jeremiah Fears coming off the bench behind Dejounte. That's something for. But the
Yeah,
Pelicans, bro, is like they had a decent team last year. They just weren't healthy.
yeah, yeah. Nah, injuries doomed them, boy. That
Yeah,
was crazy.
people would talk about the Hawks, and I'd be like, nah, bro. New
New
Orleans,
Orleans had it bad. New
New
Orleans
Orleans
had it
had it the worst.
worse.
New
Yeah.
Orleans and Dallas, they were two worst teams.
Dang.
Dallas couldn't even play games, bro. They had to like, we don't know if we're gonna have enough players to play a game. But yeah, so yeah, okay, that's where we see. So Milwaukee can get anything they want for Giannis.
Literally anything.
So even though Jalen and Zach is a great offer, and that's a team that will get you constantly like DeMar DeRozan, Kyle Lowry, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Skills wise, more so Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons, but like same result. They got
Yeah.
just as far as DeMar and Kyle Lowry. So I mean, that's just what it is. Second round Eastern Conference Final. Second round Eastern Conference Final. Second round Eastern Conference Final. I think you give that up for Giannis, bro. But yeah, we'll see what they take. We'll see what happens. Malik, is there anything else that you want to say before we get out of here this week?
Anything else? Knicks in 5, man. I still got Knicks in 5. I still do not know how Tyrese Halliburton does this, but he just continues to keep doing this. I can't. I can't, bro. I just can't. I'm frustrated with this, man.
I think the thing that's like so crazy with Hallie is like his jump shot, his mechanics.
Yes. And it just
Like
goes
it
in.
looked like it should not go in.
But it goes in.
Yeah. I think that's the most frustrating part for people watching Hallie or accepting that Hallie's good. Like people be like, how could they say he's overrated? I don't get it. He's disrespected. And it's like, look at how he shoot.
Yeah. I think that's the one thing that's like that has stopped me from like just being like,
All
okay,
in
bro,
on
you
him.
got it. Like, I
Yeah.
think it's the way his shot look. Like, he's a good player, bro. He's a good player, but it's just hard for me. Like, the shot is just crazy, man.
Also, he be cold a lot of time. He be having cold spells.
Yeah, he's not. he's really a game manager to me, man. Like he's not really like a scorer type of guy. Like he'll have 18 and 10 or like 23 and 12 or something like that, or like like he's not really aggressive when it comes to scoring. He more just so look for his teammates, and he just end up, he'll get an open shot every once in a while. Like, oh, he had 31 tonight though, so 31 and 11. So I can't. Hey man, I'm. He got it, bro. He got it.
But
He got it.
but what
He
Trey?
got
Trey
it.
had
Oh, Brunson had
49.
43.
Who had
Brunson had
43?
43. Cat had
Brunson?
35 and 12. Oh
Oh,
shoot.
Trey. I ain't gonna lie. It might be
Am I here
time
by
to
myself?
revisit these Trey discussions.
Or maybe
31. Hold on. I think Bleak's about to come back. He has to refresh. Yeah, Brunson had 43, bro. Hold on. Let me share the screen. I thought I was sharing the screen. I wasn't even sharing the screen. Hold on. But I was saying when you when you had to refresh, it might be time to revisit these trade discussions, man. These boys have 43 and 31,
43 and 35.
and 35, and what should have been the game winner.
Man.
31. I mean, but Trey had what 48, 49 in the East Conference Finals.
Bro, he had what, 40 something and 12 or something like that? Bro,
Nah, Trey had like 40. Wait, hold on. I gotta look this up.
it's so funny how
19,
like the same clip resurfaces every year around this time, and everybody's
because it's
like,
like, bro,
don't
like he
forget.
really did that, bro.
It's like folks is like, don't forget when Trey did this in game one.
48. He had 48, bro. He had 48, and but like some crazy on the assist too. He had 48 and 11, bro, and 7 rebounds, bro.
48 and 11.
Capella had 19 rebounds. That's something people do not talk about in that game.
That
He was
man
on
threw a
X
lob
game
off the
mode, bro.
backboard.
He threw a lob off the backboard in the Eastern Conference Finals, bro. Trey is different, bro.
He's shimming on
I
the boys. This man had
can't nobody
Giannis
tell me nothing
bad.
about Trey Young. Can't nobody tell me nothing about Trey Young, bro. Like he did that it was like his third season in the league,
It was
bro.
like his third season, bro.
Can't nobody tell me nothing
This
about Trey Young.
man had Giannis fuming in the
Yeah,
in the huddle. This man was like, "No, he can't do
yeah.
it. No, he can't do this."
Bro, he seen him at All Star. He said, "I
Oh my god,
Trey,
he can't do
that boy
this.
cold, ice Trey."
Dang, hold on, my thing.
Oh yeah. Hold on, man. But yeah, man, Trey is 101, bro. We about to get out of here as soon as Malik gets back in. W first episode back. But yeah, I was saying, that man Giannis at All Star next year was like, "Ice Trey, that boy core, ice Trey."
Oh my god.
Bro, man, like I said, bro, like I still, I think when it come down to it, Trey's still better than both of them. However, you do have to respect what these two is doing right now.
Yeah, nah, they hooping. I ain't gonna lie, they hooping.
You have to
Jalen been
respect
hooping.
what they're doing.
I gotta give props to Jalen. I gotta give props to Tyrese. Like they showing up in the big moments, bro. Like
They're showing up in a big
they're
moment.
good,
Like you
bro.
said, on
Like
guard.
they're good. Like this is they always talk about how like guards can't lead like you to the promised land or whatever. Like Tyrese doing it, Jalen doing it, Shea doing it. I mean, Ant doing it. Like bro, like respect, bro. They all young too. They all
Yeah.
young.
I mean, also at the same time, you do have to look at like they do have bigs.
Yeah, they had. Oh yeah, true. They got
I
big
think
too. Yeah,
last year Dallas was the one team that didn't have a like one of those guys
yeah, true. Yeah, that's
like as a
true.
big and made it to the finals.
But they were still like DJ, like PJ, Derek, and Daniel were just like really good too. Like they
Yeah,
just played really
100%.
good with the guards.
hundred
Honestly,
percent, 100%.
they just not all star, of course.
Yeah,
But
it's just not all star. They're not
yeah,
like where yeah, because everybody else it looks like you got to have at least a wing or taller
wing
to
or
reach a
taller
good
guy. Yeah,
championship.
yeah,
I mean, that's what Becky Hammond said, bro, and she was right. Like,
yeah,
if New York goes this year, they got Cat.
yeah. True.
If Minnesota goes this year, they got Julius Randle. If OKC, they still got J Dub, Jalen Williams, Chet, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hartenstein, like Hartenstein not one of those guys, but still point
yeah.
game. So I think Dallas is the only team that did it without a
Without a
big
true.
all-star name
Yeah,
guy.
that's true. That's true.
Unless you want to count them Steph years, like the last Steph championship, who was a we don't know.
What, Looney?
Unless you want to count like Draymond being like
Draymond, yeah.
a wing or taller.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. W first episode back.
First episode back. Almost 2 hours, man.
Yeah. Oh well, it was 30 minutes on the game, so
Oh yeah, no,
yeah,
thanks.
yeah, Malik, let the people know where they can find you, bro.
Shoot. As always, man, nothing's changed. Underscore Malik ATL, Twitter, Instagram, all that, man.
Nah, for sure, for sure. Hey man, hey, Birds and Buckets, we back season 2. Until next time, we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Oh my gosh. From the bunch, won the glass of